Hey everyone, my name is Jens, and in this video we'll go over the SIFI scanner and in just 5 minutes on how you can use it and how it works. This video is especially intended for people that already have a bit of experience in trading, that already have the basics in trading, that understand the basic principles, and you'll know how to learn or how to use this strategy. Now, SIFI is a tool and stands for set it and forget it. SIFI is an AI generated tool that actually points out arrows when there is a potential opportunity to get into the market. Now, what's important to know is SIFI is a trend trading strategy. So as you can see, the background on this scanner will be green when we are in a higher time frame uptrend. Of course, when we're in a downtrend, the background will go red. Now, we're not going to take every single arrow that pops up. One thing that's important is once we get notified on the phone that there is an arrow, we want to check if it's a dark shade arrow. You see these darker arrows? Those are dark shade arrows. The light shade arrows is the arrows that we're not going to trade. Now, to verify if the dark shade arrow is valid, we have a three-step simple system. And this three-step simple system, of course, the first step is getting notified on the phone and getting your dark shade arrow. The second step is when we buy, for example, we want to buy as low as possible inside that uptrend. To make sure that we're as low as possible in that uptrend, we want to have a 2-day pullback prior to our arrow. Right here you can see this is pullback day 1. There we go, pullback day 1. A day starts at the vertical dotted line and a day ends at the vertical dotted line. So this is 1 day of pullback. This right here is the second day of pullback. So we have a 2-day pullback prior to this dark shade arrow. And then the last step, of course, we want to have a form of a reversal pattern. And in a reversal pattern, we're looking for an M or a W. Right here, if we zoom in, just prior to this dark shade arrow, what can we see? We see the lowest point, which is always the first leg. We see a new high, we see a new low, and we see another extension. This is our W that we're looking for. I know there's a little gap here in between. This was in between, this was during the night, so that's okay. That spread hour, that can happen. And what are we going to do? We're just going to enter the trade. Once the arrow is painted, on the next candle, you'll see that the arrow is painted. You'll be notified. You put your stop loss below the low. And the first target is a 1-to-1 risk to reward. That's the first target, target 1. Now, once we hit target 1, what we're going to do, I'm going to put an alert here as well. Target 1. And this target will say go break even, meaning we move our stop loss to our entry zone. I personally don't take partials. I just let it run, and we let it run to a 1-to-2 risk to reward. And that's basically it. So this is the full breakdown of the strategy. One thing to take in consideration is when placing your stop loss, you want to have some extra breathing room down here. You want to do spread times 3 below the low, or in a downtrend above the high. Okay, so whatever your spread is on your broker, multiply that by 3, and then make sure that that's your breathing room with placing that stop loss in these highs or these lows. That's basically it. Of course, something important to know is before we enter a trade, we always check the economic news calendar. We have that built in our system. So right here, you can see, I like to filter it on only medium and high impact news. You can see, you can scroll down and you see all the news events that are coming. We also have a calculator built in here to calculate our lot size, which comes very handy. And that's basically it. This is what we've been doing for quite a long time, and we have some extra resources that come with it. We created an ebook that supports, in PDF form, of course, that supports the team to really understand all the details, have some visuals and everything you need. We have some trading journals as well, of course, and we have a track record. And this track record is something amazing. I love to track the results, and of course, to see those results as well. And in the last 8 weeks, we placed about 34 trades. So we don't take 1,000 trades a day or a week. We take a few trades a week because we believe less is more, and the accuracy is pretty high. It's 85.3% accurate with a 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's very, very high. 29 wins, 5 losses, resulting in a 92% total gain. This is, of course, with a risk management of 2% risk per trade. And you don't only see these numbers, but if you scroll down, you can see every single trade and all the details that come with it. You can see when we placed the trade, what the amount of risk was, the risk to reward that we gained, the result that came through it, and even a little picture and a chart. This is the trade that I just marked up, by the way, that shows you every single trade we took along the way. So that's basically it for SIFI. I hope this video helps you out and gives you an insight, of course, about what this strategy is about and what this can do for you. If you have any more questions, go to the person that invited you here or ask them to me directly. We can answer all the questions and help you get started with SIFI.